Hello and welcome. This is It's Always About Love, and I'm life coach Lee Evans. I'm here with psychotherapist Lynn Lara. Lynn has been in private practice for many years, and today she brings all of that experience and wisdom to help you. We are here to answer your relationship questions. It's our desire to help you and make what you learn from this podcast usable in your life right now. We look forward to hearing from you. Send your comments, questions, or anything else to It's Always About Love, the number 1 at gmail.com. That's it's always about love, the number 1 at gmail.com. Now, let's get started. Are you there, Lynn?
I'm here.
Okay.
Beat you to the punch. Hi, Lee. How are you?
I'm good. The weather here has been beautiful, and it's not cold like some other places, so it's been very nice, and it's a nice change for us because we're usually very, very hot and humid. How about you?
It's sunny now. It was overcast most of the day. It's sunny now. It's nice. And what are we going to focus on today, babe?
Well, we've got an email, and I'm not really sure because I haven't really read it, but I see something it's about my girlfriend, so I'm thinking it's from a gentleman, which is kind of a change because we don't have very many of those. So, did you want me to read?
Sure, I do. I want you to be the reader today.
Okay, here we go. Hello. My girlfriend and I got into a stupid argument that started a few days ago. It wasn't that big, but it ended up me apologizing and telling her I love her. But I only got an okay. Then everything went downhill. I barely hear from her at all anymore, but when she does, it's her telling me to leave her alone. The next day, I took some Starbucks to her, as I always do, and she had a bad attitude towards me. I asked if she's mad, and she just tells me that she is really busy. I talked to her mother. Is that triangulation? And she
very interesting. Aren't you something?
And she said she's been having some kind of problems, and to show support to her. I try to show support, but I just keep getting the leave me alone. After several phone calls to my girlfriend, I finally got an answer. I asked if we were okay, and she told me our relationship isn't the only thing going on in my life. So I asked if she wanted to be with me and if she still loves me. And I got a simple IDK, which means I don't know, for both questions. I've been the source of her support for a while. I've always tried my hardest to make her happy, and she's always done the same for me. I was told to give her space, but I just can't because I want to be sure that she is okay. She has been hanging out with her friends, but she hasn't been taking any time for me. No, she isn't cheating or with them or anything, so that's not the answer. I talked to her best friend, and he told me he has been worried about her, and he doesn't know what's going on either. I don't want to give up and leave, but I don't like this empty feeling in my heart. I'm trying my best to be a good boyfriend, but I'm failing miserably. What should I do? And his name is Ken.
What's his name?
Ken. K-E-N.
Ken.
Mm-hmm.
K-E-N?
Right.
Okay, good. How long have they been together?
Let's see. He doesn't really say.
Okay, that's why I missed it. And her best friend is a fellow?
Yes, he's saying I talked to her best friend, and he told me. So yes, I guess it is.
Okay. So what do you think?
Oh, wow. Okay, my gut feeling?
Yeah.
I've got two two things. Three things. I think he's awesome. He sounds to me like a very caring boyfriend. He's very concerned. I like that in him. So I like you, Ken. Also, my concern is I think she's depressed. That's number one. I'm thinking that might be it, just because of the response of the mother. Let's see if I can find that really quick. Let's see. Remember, he said something about talking to her mom. Oh, I talked to her mom, and she said she's been having some kind of problems, and to show support for her. So I was thinking, and by what she's responding to him, I'm thinking she's going through a depression state or a depressive state. And then my next option, which would be number two, is she doesn't want to be in a relationship. So that's my thoughts. What are yours?
Okay. Who do you think's in control in this relationship?
She is.
Yeah, exactly. And why do you think that is?
Because he's basing what he does dependent upon her and what she's...
Right. Good, Lee. That's great. That's true. He's asking her how he should be.
Okay.
Do you agree?
I agree.
Okay. So that's kind of a big problem, don't you think?
Well, I could put a label on it.
Well, what do you want to put on it?
I'm thinking codependent.
Okay. All right. You're right. He's being a codependent with her.
Okay.
So, and she's in control, and he willingly gives her control, and mother is getting involved. That's not a good thing.
Right. That's triangulation.
Is mother taking sides, Lee?
Yes, in a way, she sides with her daughter. Because she's telling him, just go along with the program.
I think she's siding with him.
You think? Okay.
And that's real dangerous.
Okay.
And he should stop going to mom. It's not his mom.
Okay.
So, and his name is Ted, Ken?
Ken.
Ken, don't go to her mom anymore. Okay, honey, because that's not a good idea. That's her mom. And I hope you have a mom. You can go to your mom, but you need not to go to her mom. That is so dangerous. And I've argued with so many of my clients, like they've been together for years. They were close to their mother-in-law.
Oh, wow.
Okay, the mother-in-law, because they raised their kids and they've been over to their houses and everything. And so, but now they're getting a divorce. And I have said time and time again, stay away from your mother-in-law. She is no longer your mother-in-law. You are getting a divorce, and that is your husband's mother. In this case, this is his girlfriend's mother, and he needs to stop going to her mother. Do you understand that, Lee?
Yes, I do.
And do you know why, babe?
Well, it's going to undermine something.
Okay. Well, the thing is, that's not his mom.
Right.
He has his own family. And what he's trying to do, and you said it, Lee, he's trying to set up a triangle. He's triangulating.
Mm-hmm.
And that is so dangerous. And he needs to stop right away, because if she isn't already angry, she will be.
Yeah.
And she has a right to be. That's not his mother.
Okay.
Can you imagine being in a relationship, Lee, where your boyfriend goes to your family to talk about you.
That would make me mad.
Right, of course it would. And that's what he's doing. And he needs to stop.
Okay.
Yay. So that's number one.
Okay.
No more talking to your girlfriend's mother. And Ken, I hope you understand why, honey. You think about it this way. What if your girlfriend went to your brother or your mother or your father? How would you feel? All of you think about that. You would not like it. And it brings people taking sides. Because I think probably the mother is taking his side. She's giving him advice on how to handle her daughter, and she needs to stop. But she won't do it if Ken isn't asking her for advice. And Ken, honey, you need to take your power back. You are willingly giving it to her.
Okay.
So, Lee, what do you think it would be like to be in a relationship with someone who doesn't assume control over themselves? In other words, what Ken's doing is asking his girlfriend how she wants him to be.
Right. So that makes him appear more weak.
Right, exactly.
And she is not likely to want to follow someone that's appearing weak.
Right. Yay. That's true, babe. He's giving his power away.
Okay.
So, Ken, you're not a bad person. We're not saying that. We're just saying you're insecure in this relationship. And what you're doing is you're asking your girlfriend how she wants you to be. Do you see that, Lee?
That's interesting. Oh, and is one telling thing is because he's talked to the mom, he's talked to the best friend about her, he's really talked to both of them about her. He
Right,
keeps asking her if she's mad and keeps trying to call her and trying to test her or find out where he stands all the time.
right.
Okay.
So, Ken, this is what I want to know from you. How do you feel about your girlfriend? What do you want to do? I want you to stop asking her what she wants you to do, and I want you to, this is called focus on self.
Okay.
That means, Ken, from now on, you look at yourself and see what you want to do. Ken, are you comfortable with your girlfriend, with her best friend being a fellow? I'm just asking that. I'm not trying to stir anything up, but I want to know if you're comfortable with it. It's kind of different. Yeah, it's a different situation than most couples have, which means usually she would have a best girlfriend, but she has a best friend who's a fellow. So I'm simply asking you if you're comfortable with that. You can't tell her who she can have for her best friend, but I'm wondering if you're comfortable, and I want you to stop talking to him. He's her best friend. Ken, you're going to other people and talking about her behind her back to find out what they think you should do. You got to stop it, Ken. Not a good relationship for you. And what's happening is she feels like you're weak. WEAK, like you're weak. And that's not good. You need to begin to be strong and to take back your own strength. I promise you, you have to do this, honey, or you're going to lose her.
How does he go about doing that,
Isn't
Lynn?
about how she feels or what she wants you to do. It's about you, Ken, you deciding how you feel and what you want to do. And what's happening is you're allowing yourself to be walked on by her. She's the one who's in control, and you got to take your control back, babe. You have to. This is such a good practice for you because you're probably going to do it in all relationships that you're in. And it's not a good thing for you to do. And so what you do is you sit and make a list about how you feel about what she's doing, not what she feels. Stop looking to her to tell you who you are. I want you to begin to tell you who you are. And I want you to like yourself. Now, this is, and I talked about this yesterday, the way you do that is you see yourself when you were a little boy. This is healing of the inner child, and it's easy for men to do just as much as it is for women. And you take that little kid that's inside of you, and you start being his daddy. See, that way he can come to you. And I know he's imaginary, but it's okay. You look at him, see, and say how you feel about him. As you watch him, I want you to tell him that you like him. You're going to become your own parent, and you're not going to try to get your girlfriend's mother to be your parent. You're going to do it for yourself. This is going to change everything. You're going to save your relationship. And if you don't save this one, you're going to be able to save the next one. This is good stuff, Ken. Really good stuff. Don't you think, Lee?
Yes, I do.
Yep, and it's going to work. Lee, when you began to talk to your inner child, what changed in your life?
I wasn't looking so much outside of myself for other people to do things to make me feel happy, which is kind of a codependent thing, right? Um,
Right.
yeah, but I wasn't looking outside of myself. And what was going
Are
on?
you saying
I,
once you began to work with your inner child
right,
that you no longer looked outside of yourself for other people
correct,
to tell you how to be?
right.
And what did that do for you?
Well, it made me feel uh, more comfortable in my own skin,
Right. And you felt stronger
right? I felt stronger,
and you liked yourself.
right,
You liked yourself rather than Ken looking to other people to like him. Ken, you got to stop talking to her mother and her best friend. That's not fair, honey. That's not fair at all. And it'll backfire on you because what you're looking for is for people to agree with you,
right.
tell you how to be, and to agree with you. You can't do that, Ken. You'll lose her in a minute.
Lynn, I had a question.
Okay?
You
Yeah.
said make a list about what she's doing. Did I misunderstand that? You told Ken.
No, I don't think I might have said that. I didn't mean that. No, I meant make a list about how Ken
Okay,
feels about what's going
okay.
on, not about what
Right.
what she's feeling. This relationship can be saved, but Ken, you're the one who has to change. You've got to become strong. And you're welcome to keep on writing to us, and we will keep on helping you and we'll give you advice. But I want you to begin to work with the little boy. You go back on our previous programs, and all of them that say anything about healing of the inner child, listen to those programs, Ken. That'll help you.
Yes.
Okay. And now we need to get on to the next one. Is that right? Is there another one?
There is another one. Let me
Okay.
go find.
Are you okay leaving this, Lee?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Let me locate it. Okay. This is very small print, so let me see. Okay. This looks like it might be another man. It says, I have been married for 5 years. Recently, my wife started commenting negatively about my size. It seems strange after all of these years. It has me feeling very insecure and wondering if she is having an affair or thinking about it or unhappy. I think that things are okay and they appear to be in other aspects of our relationship. It's just that I feel so bad when she keeps telling me I'm fat and why don't I lose some weight. She's very heavy, so I don't understand. Please help.
What do you think?
Um, well, I don't know if this is right, but I'm thinking that she's looking at him and not looking at herself.
Okay.
I don't know what that means, but like if she's unhappy
Okay.
with herself, she's
So,
looking at
so,
him and
right.
mad at him.
But nobody's talking to
That's
anybody.
right.
Well, let John, I'm going to call you
Okay,
John. Is that okay,
that's
Lee?
good.
Okay. John, listen. Why don't you talk to her? Ask her what's up. Silence is golden. Nobody's saying anything. Um, John, what you're doing is making some assumptions. Maybe she's having an affair. Honey, ask her if she's seeing somebody else. You need to know that right away.
Okay.
And you may not get an honest answer, but it will open up the conversation. And probably she's not, John. Uh, so why, after all this time, would she begin to say, you're getting overweight, John? And she's already overweight.
Right.
What do you think? Why would she do that?
Uh, I'm at a quandary. I'm
What?
at a quandary. I think she's mad at him or she's mad about something, maybe at herself, and so she's attacking him on something.
Okay, so what John needs to do is say, is there something you're angry about?
That's good.
What we're doing is we're mind there. It's not a nice word to say after that. She's mind reading. She's mind reading,
Right.
or he's mind reading.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. And we need to stop. Just ask her what's up. You guys, all of you, listen to that, because you think you know what's going on. Well, you don't. Ask them. Say, lately, you've been kind of on my case about my weight. What's up?
That's good.
It's easy,
Mm-hmm.
you guys.
Ask, what's
And
up?
it's the hardest thing in the world, but it's what needs to happen. Begin to talk. And what I want to suggest is that you go to a coffee place and you just sit down and talk and ask. Say, lately you've been on my case. What's going on? But it's good to do it when you're out in public. Now, earlier in that first letter, I remember that you said something about going to
Mm-hmm.
Starbucks. You remember
He
that?
was taking Starbucks to her. He was taking her coffee, what I took.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe the people who are listening to this program, maybe they don't have Starbucks. So I thought, oh, maybe nobody knows what Lee's talking about, what that person has written us about. So Starbucks is a coffee company. You may not have it where you live because we're hearing you from all over the world here. And, but I don't know what your culture brings. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but that's a Starbucks. The name of the coffee company is Starbucks, and it's lattes and other things, and it's a wonderful place to go. Okay, and we gave them free
Yes, we did.
advertising. So, all over the world. That's great. Okay. How much longer do we have, if anything?
We can go ahead and end. It will be good because, yeah, we're getting
Okay.
close to the listeners don't know this, but we have to pay monthly for our time on podcasting. And always near the end of the month, we get really close to not having any time left. And so that's one reason we do not try to go over 30 minutes when we record our podcasts. So we're
Yeah.
we're going to try to save a little bit of change right now and and say bye-bye to everyone.
Listen, good
I
show,
think
Lee.
so.
This has been a
Yes.
good show. I liked working with you. Good. I say right away, Lee, what do you think? You're getting used
Yes.
to it.
And I wasn't writing
Good.
any notes either this time.
Uh-huh.
I did take a few though,
All
but
right, babe.
well, uh, thank you, listeners. And Ken, thank you for writing in. John, and oh
Tune
yes,
in. That's
I
really
know.
something.
That's great.
Yep.
Well, we will be back tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific time. Until then, remember, it's always about love, and we love you. Good night, everyone.
Yes. Bye-bye.